This is how my Jeep looked before.
This is how it looked before. And that's now. But yeah, I came back to grab the two 8mm bolts. Look at, there's some sitting right here right now. Oh, these are two different sizes. I should grab.
Just take them.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what size the front and the rears are.
There's two more. There's two
I think
that one has the little round bracket around it.
Yeah, these ones do too. I think that the rear of the front drive shaft takes the long ones, and then this part takes the short one, because the bolts go through the rear one all the way through. So
those are the long ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll take a long and a short.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'll do. Oh yeah, one of those 8mm for the drive shaft, rear drive shaft. That's how small they are? Damn, I thought they were a little bigger. Yeah.
This one right here.
All right, perfect. All right, now we're here today to take the shift lever. Mine obviously is 2 high, part-time, and then 4, and then neutral low. This one only has the 4 high, neutral low. So we're going to be taking this one. I've never pulled one of these out before, so this will be my first time. Hopefully it's not too hard.
I guess back in 2010, she paid $65, almost $6,600 for it.
Damn, for this Jeep.
Yeah.
Alright, there's one screw underneath the panel that comes off, but I'm not exactly sure. I think there was more screws. Yeah, there's screws down under there. Alright, just unbolted the center console. You got 4 screws in here, and you're gonna have some screws right here. And then you're gonna have to take off this center part that goes inside of here along the face of it. You're gonna have to unbolt that. Inside of the ashtray, if you got the older model, you'll have an ashtray. There'll be screws behind the ashtray. You gotta take the tray out and you'll see a screw, and then it will freely come out after you unplug everything. I actually just ripped everything off, but I'm in a rush. So, all right, and this thing has just 4 screws on it, nuts. You take the nuts off and this thing will slide right out. And then once it slides out, you're good to go. You just got to get the linkage with it and then you're good. So I'll show you guys underneath it right now. All right, I pulled it off of the bracket. It's no longer on there. It's just a simple clip. Took the clip off the tranny, off of that bracket, and now it should be able to pull right through. There it is. There it is right there. This is the one I need. 2 high, 4 high, neutral, 4 low for that transfer case. That's the one. This is the clip I was telling you about. I bent this one up a little bit, but I can use the one from the original on my Jeep now. And there's the part I need that grommet for the transfer case shifter. Off of a 2002 Liberty Sport. Yeah, I know. All right, you guys, I was thinking about taking the cluster also. This one is the Sport cluster. It does only have 1 plug in the rear. I think that the Limited has 2. I'm not sure, so I'm going to go over to a Limited over there, and I'm going to pull the cluster and then see if it'll fit or not. But there's 2 screws up here, 2 down here to get, and then there's screws underneath this, and then there's panels right here that clip off, and you get 2 screws on each side. And then the whole panel with the steering wheel all the way down, will just slide right out. Quick and easy as that. Okay, let's go to that O2.
Which one, the red one?
Yeah, there's a red O2 over here somewhere.
That one right
Yeah, it's right there.
Does that one have a cluster?
I can't remember if it did or not.
Oh, you can tell by the wires.
Yeah, but there's a few other limiteds in here that we saw yesterday. Remember that blue one you said you saw the guy working on?
Have the wires. You can just to see the wires.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Just to see the wires. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, there's only one here.
Yeah, see, it'll fit.
And this is a limited edition, just like mine. It says right here.
Hey, but would it plug in? Check out the see.
Yeah.
Would it plug in?
Yeah, they took the fuel pump. You want to hold this? I'm going to go grab the other one. Let's go grab the sport cluster and see if it'll plug right into the limited edition cluster. I don't see if there would be any difference in cluster lights and all that. Everything should be the same, except it's not going to have full time from what I know, because this Liberty is obviously all electric, just like mine. Everything except the seats, but no big deal. Yeah, I may or may not be missing a few lights, so we shall see. Taking that. Okay. Got the cluster right here. I'll let you guys know if it fits or not. Okay guys, it did fit the sport cluster. Same plugs on either side. Fit right in. Okay, as I said before, this one does fit the limited, so I may take that. But what I was thinking, the reason why I may need the linkage, I thought that this wire may be longer, which this is mine. This is the one with the part-time. Fit for the focus. Sorry, doing this one hand. Part-time, full-time, neutral, for low. As I said before many times, this one is just for high and for low. So I was expecting this one, the one that's on my Liberty now, to be longer because it's got that for high or full-time option. Is it the same?
No, 4.
Oh, okay. So we'll see just how long my stock one actually is to the sport base model.
The cluster on that, it's clean.
Really?
It has it's first pick. It has the radio and everything in it.
Exactly what I need, huh?
Yeah.
Hey guys, they just brought this 04 in here, super clean, has not been touched yet. Everything is here. I'm just going to pull the cluster from this one. The reason why I'm pulling the cluster is because I think that for high, for low, because this is a 2-wheel drive. Actually, I don't think this cluster would work now that I think about it, because it does not have the 4-wheel drive option. Or maybe they're all the same. Yeah, because I see on the cluster right now it says for low, so it does have the option. I wonder if it's even lit up though. If it will even light up, I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. So, all right, ended up grabbing this one from that 04. It's a lot cleaner, and we know it's got 160 something thousand miles on it, so we know it's a low mileage cluster. But so that's because, and just look how clean it is. Obviously low mileage. So I'm gonna stick with this one for the Liberty. I think may not even have to change the cluster, honestly, because the limited may be exactly the same as this one. We'll see. Pulled the engine out of that. Cadillac.
Cadillac, that's for you.
What is it? A Chevy Tahoe, pretty much.
Yeah.
In a way. Luxury Chevy Tahoe.
Yeah.
Right now, just looking around the Chevy pickups. You want to do the back or the front? Yeah, they cleaned up. It's pretty clean. Usually these Saturns have the Honda J30s in them. Don't know why GM did that. Smart move though, I think. Those are pretty reliable engines, not sure. Heard they have a few bit of problems. Cut that chassis right off. It's 1990 3500, I think it was. Look at how huge that axle. Nothing like you see on the Liberty, that's for sure. 8 lug. Old school stuff right here. Just nastiness though. '98, so it's, yeah, of course, torn apart. Yeah, the motors were a pain in the ass on these.
Oh, yeah. You gotta take the little doggy out.
Yeah, on the inside.
Yeah.
It's just 4-wheel drive. Look at that diff.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a clean body. Oh, it's an older body. Older truck. But the body.
Oh yeah, really clean. This body was really clean. What year?
89.
Damn, 89. It's a long bed, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
All these.
Picking the cars apart right now. It's pretty neat how they do that. It's like the jaws of life.
You seen that?
Yeah, look at. All right, guys, with the cable on the transfer case, I didn't end up swapping them out on the shift lever. I ended up not swapping these things out, if it'll focus. I didn't end up needing to swap them out because they were the exact same size as the Sport, so no difference there. I thought there would be because there's an extra gear onto the transfer case, so the cable may have to go a little bit further back, but no, I was completely wrong. They were exactly the same. We measured them side by side. Everything was identical. So what I did was just take the number plate, which I actually do have from the other one right here. I took the number plate, so I'm going to add that right on to right there, and then it's going to be your regular 4-wheel drive with no part-time on it. So this one is a tiny bit scratched, but at least the next person who gets this Liberty will have the proper shifting for this transfer case, and they won't think that it has a part-time, because it's not going to go into the part-time. It's going to go right into full-time, because right where part-time is where full-time is on, or 4 high, which that's what that's what they think it'll go into, is part-time, but really it'll be 4-time. So I'm going to swap these things out and show you guys. All right, as you guys can see, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did end up taking the CB off of right here. It is down here. I'm probably just going to give it to my brother or something, because I don't think I want it. So, it's a school bus. Because I don't think I want it, so I'll let somebody else get some use out of it with the antenna. He was nice enough to give me, the last owner, so have all that. The stereo, I decided to just go back with the stock stereo right here. So this is the stock stereo. This one, as you guys saw, is from the 04. So I'm gonna swap it out, single. It's just got one CD player. This is the old one. It just looks cruddy now and just not the best looking. So I took the jumper harness for it, and I don't know, just throw it in the trash. But the stock stereo, I will be putting that in right now, and then you guys see that. But first, I am going to swap this out with that one. See the difference? That's where it would be. Sorry for the terrible camera quality. My camera has condensation built up in it for some odd reason. All right, what I did was I actually used the flathead and popped it right out of that rubber, and it's not even glued in. It just sits right inside of there. Now what we're gonna do with the other one is just put it right back in, pop it in. That looks like it's it. There it is. 2 high, 4 high, neutral, 4 low. Now it's time to get the stereo all taken care of. It's already unbolted. I just have to plug her in and test her out. All right, you guys, I got the stereo in. I'll show you guys with the stock one. A lot of you guys probably do have the stock one. I haven't seen the stock one yet. Boom. Turn it right on.
To see what feels best and most comfortable
Good to
in
go.
your shoes. And then visit your nearby Good Feet store in Ahwatukee, Gilbert.
Everything works good. On, off. CD player works well. Everything works excellent. I am happy with that. Got it back to good again. All back to stock. Nice and clean. And like I said, with this one, back to stock. I may need to swap the cluster out, because whenever I do put it into 4 high, it tells me it's in part-time. So I'm going to have to get that cluster also. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and all the things that I got from the junkyard and put onto the Liberty, like the part that goes onto the shifter, the display part that shows you from 2 wheel to 4 high, neutral, and 4 low. Putting that on to putting the radio on, and I actually did get that cluster. I got the cluster from the 02 that I pulled the transfer case from, and only because, like I was saying, it was showing part-time and 4 high on the actual lever, but I haven't got the grommet for it yet either, so it could be because there's just play, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure exactly. So even the 02 cluster that I pulled the tranny from still says part-time. I don't know if it's because it's just part of the wiring harness of the Jeep or whatnot. Probably is, but I got a cleaner cluster, so I'll have to show you guys that the next time I am at my Jeep, because it's not here with me right now. It's just a few miles from here. So the next time I am at it, I will show you guys the cluster. It's not as prettied up as the Limited. The Limited has the chrome around the cluster and the speedometer, which the speedometer was kind of acting funny anyways. So, or the RPMs were acting a little funny anyways, so ever since I replaced it, they seem to work perfect. Obviously, the Sport is not as pretty, the cluster, because it's just bone. It's just plain simple, which I like. I don't care for the prettiness. On the Jeep in the first place, I wanted to get a Jeep Liberty Sport anyways. That's what I wanted. It's plain, it's simple. Some of them even come with manual windows, and all I wanted really was just manual everything. Manual seats, manual windows, just everything manual, because I don't care for the fancy stuff. It's nice having it, of course. Mine had heated seats, leather seats, sunroof, power everything. Even had that part-time feature with the diff lock in the rear, it says. So, I don't know. That diff lock thing is nice, but I never use the part-time. I can care less for it, actually, because I'll just get some diff lockers, some lunchbox lockers if I really wanted that. But the Sport is as plain as it gets, and it's the best that it gets for being simple. So that's what I want. That's why when I go for the Grand Cherokee, I'm going to get the Laredo basic of basic. I don't even want the one with quadra drive, just the regular 2-wheel, 4 high, neutral, 4 low. That's it. Nothing in between and no fancy things. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you guys know, this is Fun Automotive, and I should be going back to the junkyard this weekend to pick up a few other things. I do need another 8mm bolt for my front or rear drive shaft. I haven't looked yet because they're 2 different lengths. But anyways, this is Fun Automotive, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye.